Hi guys, just wanted to make a little video to kind of gather my thoughts lately about my journey on streaming with Twitch, and really just to take a minute to reflect. There's been a lot of moments in the last few months that have really meant a lot to me. There's been some moments as well where I honestly wanted to stop it altogether. I think a lot of us can relate, you know. I wanted this video to be sort of an insight to how I've been feeling lately. Almost like a diary entry for the future me to also look back on, and I guess this is also for my friends who may have also been feeling these kind of same feelings, because it's been hard, but at the same time it's been very, very rewarding. But I guess I'll start back in March of this year when I was really pushing for affiliate. I'd been chasing this goal on and off really since I had started in September of 2024. I remember I did like a Visage stream playing that for a few of my friends, and it was kind of fun. And a few days later I was like, oh, you know, let's go live again, let's try it. And I know there was a few times like I just couldn't get out of my head, and it really started to slow me down. It was wild because eventually I had the followers. I made some goofy little videos. If you guys have been around, you've seen them. We all love them, right? But I felt like I had something I wanted to show off. I felt like I had something to prove, I guess, whether that was to myself or whoever I thought was against me. Like that voice in your head that's going like, what are you doing? You know, I think we can all kind of relate watching YouTubers and other streamers while growing up, wishing one day we could all be in that position doing something we genuinely love. I know I would daydream at work, and I'd always tear myself down because I didn't think I could be that entertaining. I didn't think I was that funny, you know, witty, whatever. And there's been some moments where I've finally realized that, like, you know, there are people that are watching me to actually watch me, not just here for, you know, the interaction or just to pop in, say hi. I mean, I love that and all, but it's the people that I don't know who they are, but, you know, they're coming in when they see me live. They want to come in and watch. It's really awesome. I know something that really helps, just a general tip, is turning the view count off. Really takes that pressure off. Even if you do see it and it's lower than you think it is, and it's only like a couple people, 3 to 4 or whatever it may be, something that somebody said that like really kind of changed my outlook was like, imagine if 3 to 4 of your best buds were watching you play. You guys were just hanging out. Doing streaming in that kind of way really changed the way I saw like just being at like low numbers. It really just changed that outlook. It didn't feel so like defeating, because I know for me especially, it's something it's really cool, you know, when the stream is over, looking at the analytics and you see like, oh, this was your max views. Like those moments are really awesome, and it's really encouraging. It really is. But you have to also accept those days where you don't do so well. You didn't do as you did yesterday. This week wasn't as good as last week, you know. You gotta accept those days. Those days are gonna happen. Those moments are gonna happen. All this to say is that this entire experience has been just extremely rewarding. But just to change the subject on something that has really inspired me lately has been watching a lot of my friends on Twitch, you know, and the people that have watched me that have helped support me. A lot of them are also getting affiliate or just hitting milestones that have been so cool to be a part of. It's really cool to see like this community kind of building itself, because that's something that like I know everybody wants to have like their own community. I don't necessarily feel like I have my community. I feel like we're building something together. I feel a lot of us have been helping out so much, and it's just creating like a collective of people, and that as well has been something that's been really encouraging me. After I hit affiliate, I just kind of had this general idea of like, okay, I can kind of, you know, I can take it easy. I can literally just stream playing games and just, you know, make this small passive income from ads and whatnot. But something inside me, just after I hit affiliate, it just wanted to keep going. It wanted to really make something out of this, because for me, it felt like hitting affiliate was like somebody across the room just opened the door, and it's like, there it is, there's your way. Now it's how do you get there? And for me, a lot of that lately has been like the bits that I've been coming up with on stream, you know, whether it's the hydrate bit, doing some kind of speech or something. Some of those moments like that I've really enjoyed doing. Like, God, the first time chatter thing, I know when I was making that, like the motivation and the inspiration hit so strong that I was like, this is something that feels really special to me. Just knowing that like whenever those moments come on stream and I can play them and I can do them, and just seeing the way people react to it, it makes it so much, it just makes it so worth it. I know a lot of the struggle too has been like learning OBS, learning all these other tricks and everything that goes into, for example, like with the VTubing thing, making my own model for one. That was like so daunting, but I did it. It felt extremely rewarding, especially the few people that have come in and say, hey man, I really like the model. That's really cool. Who made it for you? And I get to say me, you know, it's like those little kind of milestones are just so awesome. And something else that has been really wholesome actually is like with this inside joke of people calling me Craig. As much as I despise it, it's felt very wholesome. All this is just kind of making me realize like the kind of energy that I want to give out from my stream, the kind of space that I'm trying to create. Like, it's not necessarily like a come out and chill. It's like I do want to entertain. I want to be something that people can watch. I want to take this moment to talk about the people that I've met, all the different collaborations I've been able to be a part of, which even though it hasn't been that many, it's still a lot that have really made an impact. Whether it's been all the different repo streams or, for example, playing Carry the Glass, Goofy Gorillas, all the Among Us and Goose Goose Duck collaborations, and they've been amazing. And shout out to the Phasmo roleplay session we did. That was hilarious. And just knowing that like that's a real option now is something that never thought would happen, and it's just really, really cool. It's all these moments like this that have really helped and just really made me want to keep doing this. In the beginning, like, it was hard. It was really hard. I remember the first time getting like a voice call with some people on stream. Like, I was, kind of shaking a little bit. I was nervous. I was like, oh God, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to feel weird or anything. And just knowing that there are people out there that want to play games with me as well, it's helping build my confidence, really making this whole thing like a lot easier and very, very like rewarding. I know I'm going to say that a lot this video, but it's really true. Talking on the confidence part, that's something I know a lot of us can also relate to, is there's all that anxiety and what ifs right up until we do go live. And it's learning to turn it on, basically. I know for me, for an example, like off stream, I'm pretty chill. I'm a lot more mellow, but I've learned that once I go live, I know how to crank it up. I know the kind of energy I want to give out on my stream, and I'm learning that I know how to get there. But enough of that, I kind of want to shift to talking about like some future plans, some things I have ideas about with regarding the stream and just the kind of like community aspect. Part of that being YouTube, the TikTok, the other social media. I know those are all things that help grow while you're off stream. And it's something that like I've been kind of on the edge of like how hard do I want to commit to. And for my future plans anyway, especially with YouTube, I've realized like I want to start uploading more of my VODs, because the way Twitch does their highlight thing, mine's about maxed out, so I need to just go back through, upload all my VODs, and then, delete them all so I can start saving more space on there. But then maybe that could open the door of maybe do like a weekly highlight, just some moments throughout the week, throughout the streams that have been kind of fun to watch. Some awesome moments just to kind of show off, what I've been doing on stream, and also just to kind of like show off the community. Especially with a Discord as well. I just made a new Discord, and every time I see somebody new come in, it's like, yes, I have those little fireworks go off. It feels really cool. And I know, especially lately, I haven't been as active on Discord. I think we all understand life kind of happens sometimes. I don't have as much time. I really like this phrase that's been going around lately, like out of mana. I've been pretty for a hot minute, but I've just slowly been working on myself to get to a better spot where I can commit more time and energy to all of this. For those days, especially when I'm out of mana and I get home from work late and I'm just tired, I'm out of mana, I don't want to stream, but I know at least I've got videos scheduled on the YouTube. I've got TikToks planned out days ahead where I can still feel like I'm making progress. And speaking on my own like personal goals, something that I've struggled with has been like my consistency, especially with like a schedule. I remember when I started streaming, I would do well for a couple weeks at a time, and then something would happen, or I'd start getting in my head, and then I would be like, okay, well, I'll take a few days off. Those few days would turn into a week. That week might turn into 2 weeks, and then, it's like a month has gone by. And sometimes you need those breaks. I think earlier this year, I think I really needed that kind of break. And then you're juggling the other side where you're constantly in your head of like, I should probably go live. And then you get home, you don't want to, something else comes up. And then another day goes by and you're just kicking yourself in the ass. And I know for me, it's been learning to accept that sometimes you need a break. And it's telling yourself and being okay with taking a few days off. I know for me, it's been like acknowledging that like, okay, I am feeling bad, but this is going to be okay. It's going to be all right. I understand when I get these moments, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate to. It's that feeling when we do really good for a week. We're having good numbers. Everything's going up. We're doing well. And then something happens, or maybe you just run out of mana. To use that quote. And then it's hard to kind of like climb back up. But I'm learning with this is it's part of the struggle. It's part of the grind. It's part of what makes this journey a journey. And it's really helping me learn more things about myself, especially lately. I just turned 30. I mean, I've been having these feelings at work of like, oh my God, but just learning to deal with these issues on stream and using them to help address some things in my own life have been also really helpful. So I guess a lot of us is to say like really a thank you for everyone that's been watching, everyone that's been sticking around. Something that's felt weird that I've been thinking about lately is a few of the people that I remember had some kind of following and whatnot when I started there about half a year ago, and not seeing them around as much. I know a lot of people have got their own things going on. I know there's people that have been at this for a long time, and even the people that started around the same time as me, not seeing them around, it kind of hurts sometimes. It's like a weird reminder that like not everyone can do this, I'm fortunate enough for the opportunity I've been given and the relationships I've been able to form from this. They're moments that are really going to keep me going. And if you've watched this far, you're probably one of those people that have really made an impact on me. And I just want to say thank you. And just as like an encouraging reminder to like keep going. Like we can do this. That saying, a rising ship raises all tides. Oh wait, no, I got that wrong. Oops. Oh well, I'm leaving it in. But regardless, it's just I want this to be a reminder to not only myself but those watching, all my friends, the people I've met lately, to just keep going. Like we can do this. We got this. It's little things like watching your VODs, just networking with people on stream, networking off stream. Putting that effort into making shorts or TikToks and doing some of the bare minimum, like just uploading your VODs, I think those tips are more kind of for myself, but I'm sure there are people that can get some inspiration from that. A lot of the times, even though they don't seem worth it like at all, it still is nice, especially those few rare moments when maybe there's somebody that wants to watch those, they want to look for those kind of moments. And fortunate enough, you'll have them. It's just another little moment to remind you that like this is all what it takes. And again, this is just something that I want to say. Just thank you to everybody that's been there, everyone that's popped in. Thank you to all the collabs I've been a part of, all the communities that have let me in, that have just done so much for me. Whether that's just helping get my name out there. That's another thing that's weird is getting used to. There was a moment where I was going into people's streams and I didn't even know who they were, and finding out that like people were talking about me, like in a good way, because they're like, oh my God, hey, we were just talking about you. They like, oh my God, you're the guy. It's crazy. That happened a few times, and it's been so incredibly humbling. But also that moment of like, oh my god, what am I doing? I feel like I need to go crawl in a hole. I can't handle this. But then on that other side of like, dude, this is what it's about, man. Like, this is it. You're having that kind of moment. And regardless of all that, like, a huge sincere thank you. I really want to keep trying this, kind of have my own goals to see like if I can make it to a few milestones I have set by the end of the year. Then like this is something that I really want to try to pursue. And that part where I start mentioning the links in my description, like please subscribe to the YouTube, like the video. I encourage you to join the Discord. That's probably the easiest way to know when I go live or any kind of updates regarding the stream. Go follow me on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. You guys can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky. And I guess most importantly, please follow me on Twitch. I guess side note, clipping this in, I do plan to do some kind of multi-streaming eventually, probably on Kick or YouTube, probably both of them. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but that's something in the works, something I do plan on. And it feels weird recording this because I'm recording this about a week or two before I go on vacation, and I had this plan to get a whole bunch of like content and clips like prepared and ready so that when I do go on this vacation, I've got videos and shorts and things that are planned out while I'm gone. So this is like another just kind of reminder, like I put a lot of work into editing some of these things. If you at least just go watch the shorts, TikToks, that would mean the world to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. Again, click everything in the description. Shout out to the people and the collabs in the other videos. Please show them some love. Can't wait to come back and just kind of go at this again. So thank you. I'm out. We'll see you next time. Bye.